Hey, scrappy people. It's Tracy Reed here today with day 13 of my December daily project. I did skip day 12 because day 12 is going to be about the family pictures that we had taken for our Christmas card, and I'm still waiting on the photographer to get me those pictures. And I didn't really want to do it out of order because I had set up day 11 to work with day 12 perfectly. So I'm just going to skip ahead and I'm going to work on day 13. Now, day 13 is a short story, but a sweet one, and it doesn't have the best pictures, but I think that they're perfect for this story. So we moved from California to Tennessee over the summer, and by far the person that's struggling with it the most is my middle son, because he had a lot of friends in California. He was very popular, everybody loved him. And yeah, I would imagine that that's hard to leave. So a friend of mine who is the mom of one of his friends called me last week to tell me that they were going on their annual Christmas light walk that we went on every year. And the girls wanted to FaceTime Josiah and sing their Christmas carol to him. I guess they have been singing it for a few years, and they add Josiah's name into it, and it's great fun. So I kept it a surprise from Joe until they called, and so I caught his look of embarrassment / happiness at them singing to him on the FaceTime, and we were standing in the living room and it was 9:30 at night, so the pictures aren't fantastic, but I love them and they needed their own story. So I printed out my journaling, since it was going to be rather long, on regular printer paper, and I cut it into strips and adhered it to the bottom of that. That's actually Traveler's Notebook sized piece of paper from last year's Gossamer Blue December Memories kit, and it was perfect for this divider. And now I am just looking to back that 13, which I found a doily. I was going to use a gold one, but it was too similar to the color of the wood veneer, so I decided to use the white one instead. And now I'm just going through and trying to find die cuts and stickers that will finish off this spread. And I pull out some stars these are just old die cuts that I have in my Christmas stash. And I pull out some of these stars. I was initially going to use that chipboard flower up there from the Very Merry line by the 13, but it didn't really fit right, and I decided to keep it just a little bit simpler. So I'm going to end up using stars and a snowflake and some word bits and call it good. So I'm going to put all this away. And now I'm ready to go. So I'm going to start adhering this stuff down. I finally got my tape runner working. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it's working now, so yay. And I'm going to use liquid glue on the wood veneer, but I'm going to end up going back and stapling it down as well because it's so big, and it won't be in a page protector, so I just want to make sure it stays where it's supposed to stay. I don't know where those big numbers are from. I'm sure that they were from a Gossamer Blue kit, but I don't know what the manufacturer is or anything. I just found them in my wood veneer when I was doing something else the other day, and so I pulled them out for this project. So I'm going to adhere that fa la 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 right in the middle of the photo for two reasons. One, I think it's cute, and two, he was standing right in front of our TV, and there's stuff on the on the TV stand that I just wanted to kind of cover up a little bit. I did go in and blur the background of the photo in Photoshop so that it's not too obvious, but you know, double duty. We're going to cover it up too. I actually like the way that looks though, because it leads your eye right to the phone screen instead of Josiah in the foreground, so it's kind of cute. So I'm adhering a little snowflake to this chipboard piece, and I'm going to adhere down these gold stars to the divider. And this was super fast. we're literally almost done here. I'm going to add some of these tiny red gems from the Cocoa Daisy November collection that I still have left over. I'm going to add them both on the divider here, and I'm going to add them around the fa la la on the photo, just to give it a little bit of whimsy and a little bit of magical, glittery sort of effect. All right, move on to the photo. They're so tiny you can hardly see them on the video, but you can see them in real life, I swear. This is a good way to deal with photos that maybe aren't the best too, is just decorate right on them. If you can. Of course, you don't want to cover up anyone's faces. And I'm going to add this word strip. And it says warm and fuzzy holiday wishes, which I thought was perfect because it gave him the warm fuzzies, even if he was a little bit embarrassed. And then I'm going to find another word strip right here that says laughter, and I'm going to put it right over that snowflake. And I am about done here. Let me put all of these in the page protector that they're going to be in. And then I'm going to add a paper strip to put that divider in, to add my holes to, like I've been doing throughout the album. I initially thought about just putting it in the way it was, but there wasn't enough room on that side of the divider to punch holes without messing up the design. So we're just going to go with what we've been doing the whole time, and I'm going to add in a paper for a divider. Not that red because it doesn't match, and that's just too much red. Thought about the green, but it was too busy, so I found this white with red polka dots that was perfect. And I'm just going to do my thing that I've been doing throughout the whole album and adhere it and punch holes. Then I will put it back in my album so you can see how it all goes together. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you're loving my December Daily, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I will be bringing December Daily, Project Life, Traveler's Notebooks, and 12 by 12 layouts all the time. All right, thank you.